Hi guys, welcome to the Print Record YouTube channel where we create helpful videos regarding website design, WordPress, and online technicalities. Yeah, and in this video we shall be working on how to install WordPress on your local computer using Xammp Local Host. Yeah, so what is a local host? A local host in our own time is simply having a server installed directly on your local computer using Xammp. Yes, this would actually enable you to be able to start building your website directly on your PC or laptop or your computer without paying for hosting and domain. This method is very useful, most especially for a beginner who is still practicing WordPress. So you don't need to buy either a hosting or a domain before you can start learning WordPress, in case that might have been a barrier to you. So another advantage you get is that it reduces your use of internet connection. The only time you need an internet connection while building your website on a local host is when you want to install a plugin or a theme. Apart from this, you will not need an internet connection. And so you can decide to build your website on your PC and later migrate it to a real life hosting once you are finally done. So very quickly, let's install our WordPress. Let's get straight right into it. So how do we install WordPress on our computer or on our laptop? It's very simple. So we need two softwares. The number one software that we need is called Xammp. So what you need to do is just type Xammp on your Google. So just type it on your Google. So this is the first software that we need. And the second software that we need is called WordPress. Yeah, so we need to download WordPress. In the previous class at the free group, I know now if you want to install WordPress on your laptop, you need to download it. You download it like a software or like an app. So that's what we'll be looking at in this class. So what you need to do is go to Xammp. You can just open it. So I'm opening it in a new tab. So what you need to do is come down here and click on Xammp for Windows, OS X or Linux, but I believe most of us here will be using Windows. So all you need to do is just click on Xammp and you start downloading. So as you can see, it has started downloading here. What will happen is I'm going to cancel the download. The reason is because I've already downloaded it. So what you need to do in your own case is just make sure you download it. This is it for me. So this is my Xammp. So I already downloaded my Xammp. So that's how to download it. So after you are done downloading this app, just go to WordPress also. But WordPress.org is where you come. On WordPress.org, it is the open source where people can come and get plugin and themes. Yes, so you can come to WordPress.org to come and download. As you can see here, you can come and download plugins, you can come and download themes. So and you can also come for support, documentation and forums. So but what we want to do here is that we want to come and download WordPress. So it is in WordPress.org that you can actually download WordPress as an app. So what you need to do is either click on this place where it says get WordPress, or come down here and click here where it says get WordPress. So either of the two, just click on either of the two, it will take you to where you download it. So now this is the page where you actually download WordPress. So all you have to do is come here. So you just click on it. When you click on it, it's going to start downloading. As you can see, that started downloading here. But what happens is I also have WordPress, so I will just cancel it. I also have downloaded WordPress and Xammp already. So but what I'm doing is I'm showing you how to also do it. So when you are done downloading Xammp and WordPress, so now let's go and install them. So now you go to your downloads folder where it's been downloaded. So all you need to do is just come here to Xammp. So just double click on it so that you can install it. So what we want to do right now is I want to install Xammp on our system. Right now I have double clicked it. So after I double click it, you can see this icon here. It says Xammp window. So all you need to do is just click on it and click on yes. So when you click on yes, it means it's going to start installing. So it's just going to take around maybe like 2 or 3 or 5 minutes, I'm not sure. So but there's one more thing that I supposed to do. So as you can see, it says important because an activated user account control on your system, some functions of Xammp are possibly restricted. So what we need to do is we need to go and there's a settings we need to do on our laptop so to make this Xammp to be able to work well. So what is the setting? All you need to do is first of all go to your control panel. Go to your control panel. It depends on whichever OS you are using, but me, I'm using Windows 10. So you just go to your control panel. So let's go to our control panel. So I'll just search for it here. Control panel. So now this is my control panel. I'll just open it up. So now it's going to open for me my control panel. So now inside your control panel, what we actually want to locate is the user account. So user account, it should be somewhere below. So this is it, my user account. So I'll just click on it. So after I have actually clicked on it, I will just come to change user account settings. So now this is where I actually want to change the settings. This is what we call the UAC. So this is what we need to do. We need to drag it. We need to bring it here. So just drag it down and click on OK. Then click on yes. So when you are done dragging it down, you can leave it. But what happens is when you are done dragging it down, when we are through with the installation, you can as well bring it up again. So don't forget to do that. So when we are done with all the Xammp, everything will actually come here and bring it up again. So you just click on OK like I have done. So the normal general rule of thumb is to restart the system after the setting. So we need to restart the system. So I will just cancel. I will not install Xammp now. So I'll just say yes, I don't want to install it now. So we need to restart the system so that the settings that we did can actually activate. So what I will do is I will just pause this video, I will restart the system, and when the system is on again, we'll now install Xammp. So I just restart my laptop now, so you can go on to install Xammp. So what I'll just do is go to my downloads and then double click it again, then it's going to install. So let's just wait a few seconds for you to bring the install window. So I'm still receiving the error again, but there's no problem. So if you also receive it again this way, don't worry, since you have already did the settings. So all you need to do is just click on OK. So then you click on next, click on next, click on next, click on next. Make sure this place is English. If it's not English, just make sure you put it at English. Click on next, click on next, click on next. So then it's starting to install now. So it says uploading files. So it's going to upload all of the files that we need. So it's going to take some time. So what I'll do is I'll just pause the video for you to finish installing, as you can see. So let me just pause the video for you to finish installing. And so right now it has finished installing. So what we need to do right now is click on this finish. So as you can see, it says, do you want to start the control panel now? If I should untick this, if I click on the finish, it will just finish. So it will not start the control panel. But if I leave the tick mark there and I click on finish, it will start the control panel. So we also need the control panel because whenever you want to work on WordPress, when you want to work on your server, when you want to work on your WordPress, you need to on the control panel. So I'm going to show you. So you just click on finish. So then you will see the control panel will be out now in a few seconds. So let's wait for it to be out. Oh yeah, I have SmartDAV installed, the latest one. That's why it's giving me this issue. So all I need to do is just click on, I'll just close it. I don't need it. Right now, what happened is I think my SmartDAV did not allow the control panel to actually open up. So I'll actually be opening the control panel manually by myself. So in your own case, the control panel should open, you will see it. So and if in case it does not open, just go to your your start, this is my control panel. So if you are using Windows 7 or Windows Windows 8 or other Windows, so you can just search for Xammp control panel. Do you understand? By here you will see the Xammp control panel below. When you scroll down, you see below. No, it says it's under recently added. So if I want to see it, I will just come down to where we have Xammp folder. So there should be a Xammp folder somewhere. So this is the Xammp folder. I'll just click on Xammp control panel. So you can also, I guess I'll have to just off my SmartDAV. I don't know why it's doing this. It doesn't usually do that before. So I just uninstalled my SmartDAV so as to allow this thing to work. Couldn't find it. So what I'll be doing now is let's just go on with the tutorial. So now this is the Xammp control panel. So now before we can actually we can work on our server, because let's just say this is our server switch. So we need to on our server, we need to on our Xammp. So to on it, what we need to do is this Apache and this MySQL. So we'll be needing these two. So what we need to do is start Apache and then we also start MySQL. And as you can see, it says the start has changed to stop and the two has been highlighted. So when you have started these two, then that's all you need to do. So by starting these two, it means you have actually on your server. So now let me just get WordPress. I discovered I actually did not have WordPress, so I'll just go and download it now. So I'll go to wordpress.org like I showed you before. So I'll just download it, get WordPress, and click on download. So let me wait till it download. Now I just finished downloading it. So what I need to do is go to my let's go to my downloads. So I'm actually going to find it there. So this is the WordPress I just download. So what I need to do is I need to right click on it. So and I'm going to extract it. So just click on extract all. So then you need to choose the place where you are going to extract it into. Do you understand? So now what we need to do is we need to extract it into our Xammp. So let's browse. So you now go to go to your desktop. So you go to this PC. So then you go inside local disk C. This is where you find your Xammp. So your Xammp is installed inside local disk C. So just open it, then go to htdocs. So you select htdocs, then select folder, then you extract it inside the Xammp htdocs. So let's just extract and let's wait for it. So while it is extracting, so let me just show you what. Now presently now my data is not on, but if I should type localhost on my browser, you will discover that it's actually going to load something. You see what is loading? It loads for me Xammp Apache plus MariaDB, meaning I now have access to my local server. Now let me show you something. I will off these two now. I will off it. Now right now I have off my server. So I will type the localhost again and you see what will happen. So let's see what will happen. Okay, sorry, let me just, yes, you see the site can be reached. As you can see, to say the site can be reached. So right now it can't go, but immediately I come back here and start my Apache and my SQL and type the localhost again. Do you see what happened? So this is my local, it's called local server. So it means you can now load your server on your computer. So that's why we are able to install WordPress. So we want to install WordPress on this server. So while the WordPress is extracting, what you need to do right now is go to phpMyAdmin, click on phpMyAdmin. So it's going to load. So as you can see, I actually do not have network, so this is the local server. I'm just showing everything so you can understand. So now this is my PHP admin. What you need to do is this PHP admin is actually where people create database on the server. Do you understand? So it's also on the cPanel too. So what we want to do right now is we want to create database. So just go to databases here. You click on databases. So what we want to do is create a database. We'll call it WordPress. Just type WordPress inside this field. After we've typed WordPress, that's all. So just click on create. So you see it has added itself here. Do you understand? So previously it wasn't there before, but it was after. So all of this that you are seeing here is database. So this WordPress here is what I just create now. So now that we have created our database, our extracted folder is ready. So as you can see, when I come inside my htdocs, so let me just show you. So all you need to do is go to this PC here, go to local disk C, go to Xammp, and go inside the htdocs where we extract the WordPress. As you can see, we already have WordPress there. So we already have WordPress. So what we do is just open the WordPress. So after we have actually opened it, we need to look for a file called wp-config sample. wp-config sample. So what you need to do, the icon you are seeing here is because I have what's it called, a text editor. I'm also a programmer, so I have a text editor. So in your own case, you might not have a text editor. So if I should open it now, you see what will happen. It's actually going to open it for me in my programming text editor. So but in your own case, you might not have this text editor. So what you need to do is you need to open it using Notepad. So how do you do that? You just come here and right click, then you go to open with, then you choose Notepad. So now when you open it with Notepad, what you want to do is very simple. It's very simple. So in short, what we actually want to do in this file here, wp config sample, is that we want to link our WordPress with this database, this php my admin database. So we want to link it with it. So that's how to install WordPress. Right now we are working on installing the WordPress. We have successfully installed Xammp. So now we are working on installing WordPress. So now to install WordPress, we need to first of all create the database, which we have done, and we have to link the database with our WordPress, which we are already doing. So inside the wp sample.php, what we need to do is come to the place where it says database name, db name. As you can see, it says db name. So you come to db name. So you now change what you have here. It says what we have here is database name here. So you change it. Change it from database name here to WordPress. As you can see, so the db name here, you change it to WordPress. So after you are done changing it to WordPress, so now the second thing that we want to change here is the database user. So you change the username, the database user, to root. So the reason why we change this to WordPress, don't forget, is because that's the name of our database. So that's how to link it. So that's why we call it WordPress. Do you understand? So because that's the database name that we created in PHP So here also the reason why we call it root is that's the default user that you use. So there's no more explanation on that. So here where it says database DB password, you don't need the password. The reason is because the website is on your laptop, so anybody that does not have access to your laptop cannot have access to your website that you are creating. So you just clean that place, just clean it. So and that's all. So when you are done, what you need to do is don't click on Ctrl+S, just come to File and you choose Save As. So now what you need to do is you now come to this place, you remove the sample, just remove the sample at that hyphen. So let it be wp-config.php, then you click on Save. So that is all. We have linked our database that we created in our PHP admin with our WordPress. It's as simple as that. So what next? So what next is that we need to come back to our local host again. As you can see, our local host, this is our local host. So but before we went to PHP admin, so this time around what we need to do is, after the local host, just type in WordPress. So now the reason why we are typing WordPress is, don't forget, WordPress is the name of the folder here. So let me just explain it to you. What happens is that it actually opens up this Xammp folder here. To open it up, so then it will open htdocs. So this is where it is opening. You might not understand this because you are not yet a programmer, but just listen. So now what we now want to do is, we want it to go inside this folder, which is WordPress. So for it to go inside this WordPress folder, so we need to come here and clean this dashboard and type in WordPress. Do you understand? So then it's going to open the WordPress folder for us. So let's just wait till it opens it for us. So now we are almost done. So this is where we now create our website. So now you put the name of your website. So I'll just say let me just say website testing, or local websites. So you can just put any name there. So now the username here is the username you'll be using to log in. Don't forget, I will do it in the free class, the /wp admin. So now what is the username you want to use? Sometimes I use admin. So here, your password, what password do you want to use? So you just put your password. So I'll just put a password that I normally use almost all the time. So then I'll put my password. So what else? The email. So here, the email, if you put any email here, it's actually going to send a confirmation to that email. So whenever you forget the password that you are using to log in, so it is that email that you use to reset the password. So I will always advise you to drop an email. Do you understand? So let me just put this email there. So this one, you don't need it, you don't need to click it, or just leave it that way. Then click on install WordPress. So it's going to install the WordPress for us now. So let's just wait for some few seconds while it installs WordPress. And so after it's done installing, it's going to give you this page. So what you need to do is to log in. So click on login. So now we can just log in. So just type in the username that you typed the other time, and the password that you put there. So then click on login. So it's going to log me in. So as you can see, I already have WordPress on my laptop. you see the name of the website, local website. And when you look at my internet, I do not have internet. I do not have internet, so and it's working without data. So let me visit the site and see what we have. So as you can see, this is the website. There are no pages there, do you see? So but now let me show you something. If I should go to my control panel here and I stop these two, you will notice that WordPress will not work again. Let me reload it, and you see that it will not work again because I have off my server. The server is down. So as simple as that. So all we need to do is, don't always forget on your server. So you go and on Xammp. So when you on it and I reload it, it's going to on again. Let me reload this. Also, it's going to respond again. So just give it some time. As you can see, it has responded. And so that's how we actually create WordPress on our laptop. So one more thing, let me just show you. Maybe if in case you actually want to go to your WordPress website again, what you just have to do, just click on localhost / WordPress. So it will bring you to your WordPress website. So when you want to log in, as the usual way, all you have to do is just put the WP -admin and it will take you to your, sorry, I actually put two hyphen, so just remove one and to take you to your login page where you will log in. So that's how to install WordPress. And so guys, we have successfully installed our WordPress on our PC using Xammp. And stay tuned for more video guys, as I'll be releasing a video very soon on how to create a very professional and stunning WordPress website now that you already have a WordPress on your laptop. And so guys, if you have actually gained value from this video, please don't hesitate to kindly like this video, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell button so you will be notified each time I drop video like this regarding WordPress and online technicalities. So thanks for your time guys. Bye for now.
Crane Tech World.